Hi there, I'm Tracy and this is 3 Wick Thesis. This video is a part of my series that I call Lighting the Way, and it is a single candle review where I will walk you through the process of introducing you to a particular scent. I'll start by showing you the label, the jar, talk about the scent notes, introduce the color and wick type. Then I'll cut the video, burn the candle for a few hours, and then show you what it looks like while it's illuminated and give you insights into the burn quality as well as the throw. So we'll start our series with a Goose Creek candle called Cool Raindrops, and this one is a part of their new Odor-Eliminating line that they just launched. This is not a new fragrance, it is a returning one. I really like these labels. I think the color is really pretty. This is kind of like a grayish blue or like a slate color, and then there's these botanicals on the front. This one is fern leaves and mushrooms, which kind of makes you think of the rainy season, right? The fungus grow when the lawns are too damp, for example. So this one, I thought at first that it was colored wax, but it's actually white wax on the inside. So you have white wax, and these are ropey wicks. I do like that the jar on this is a black accent, which kind of brings out the colors in the label a little bit. So really pretty jar, nice and clean and simple, which I can admire. The scent notes on Cool Raindrops are cool rain, iced bergamot, black pepper, and fresh sage. So let's see how this smells cold. Yeah, this is a really clean scent. I get the bergamot. The bergamot I think is most forward. I definitely get some, I don't know if I'd say it's spicy, but there's like this note that feels earthy. That's probably the sage and the pepper. But it's not overpowering. It's not quite as strong as some of their other, spiced candles, things with cardamom or cinnamon in it. Yeah, it's almost like it's almost a savory note, which would make sense because sage is a more savory herb, and black pepper also is. I'm not sure what cool rain is supposed to smell like. I get, to me, this almost feels like an ocean's scent. There's something almost like tidal or salty, but I'm not sure what cool rain is supposed to smell like. It definitely doesn't smell, like after a fresh rain, sometimes the asphalt or dirt will have a particular scent. I don't get that at all. But the bergamot comes through. And I'm wondering too, it says iced bergamot, and I can see where this has what you might describe as kind of a chill to it. It's almost like a hint of ozone. It's really nice. So it does smell a little bit cologne-y to me. I'm not sure how it will burn and whether or not that will strengthen or if it will kind of balance out and be more mellow. The sage might help to balance some of the coloniness coming from the bergamot. Have to see, and I will burn this and get back to you. But if you're hesitant about cologne notes, this one might not be the one for you. All right, so I'm going to go light this and burn this for 2 to 3 hours, get you some video of what it looks like burning, show you what the wax pool looks like and whether or not it forms a good wax pool, whether or not I'm seeing any sooting, and then I will come back and tell you the post-burn review. Okay, so this has been burning for about 1 hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours, and you'll notice that it has a pretty healthy wax pool. You've got about 1 centimeter of liquid wax. It has gone all the way to the edge, so there is absolutely no tunneling. And you'll also notice that there's not a lot of soot or ash forming on the edges. I will note that that back flame on the right-hand side is sooting a little bit. That seemed to occur for probably a half hour, and then it mellowed back out. I'm not sure if that had to do with it getting warm enough to melt more wax or what. The candle is very beautiful as it's illuminated. I feel like it glows nicely. You can see the color of the label a little bit, and not much gets distorted by the white wax. Now, in terms of scent quality, I found this candle to be really pleasant. It actually mellows out the bergamot a little bit. The sage, I think, does. So it's this really nice balance of earthiness with the coolness of bergamot. I do feel like it was not as strong as I was expecting. In my small room, in my bedroom, it's about 11 by 14. I would say the throw was like a 4 out of 5, but I did move it down into my open concept space and the throw was not as strong there. I would put it more at like a 3, so pretty significant decrease. I'll also note that in terms of scent quality, there might be a little bit of inauthenticity when it comes to this being a odor eliminator. I really put this candle to the test to some extent, not intentionally. I have cats in my home and my cat used the litter box and it did not work in terms of eliminating the odor. In fact, it kind of blended the two in a very unpleasant way. I also moved this into my open concept area, which is where my kitchen is, and had cooked a kielbasa bake. So you got peppers, onions, and kielbasa sausage, and it did not stand a chance to the smell of the dinner cooking. I will say that it seemed to clear up a little bit quicker than what it usually would after dinner. I left it burning that entire time, but I am curious as to what this patented odor eliminating technology is that Goose Creek mentions on their website. To me, it just burns like an ordinary candle and does not have the bold fragrance that would be required to completely eliminate unpleasant odors in the room. And quite frankly, I think all candles do a good job of covering up scents. So for that reason, under scent quality, I'm going to give this candle a B because I think it's really close to the description. It is definitely a pleasant smell and it deserves credit for that feature. In terms of throw, I assigned it a B, and that's because it throws really well in my bedroom, but not so much in the open concept space. In terms of burn quality, I did give it an A. That's because for the most part, it did burn evenly. The flame stayed strong, nothing dudded out. And while there was a little bit of soot, it was minimal. The wax pool stayed pretty clean. There's a couple of little dribbles of soot that's made it into the wax. And you can also see from the wicks that the mushrooms have not gotten too large. So in general, I think this is a really good quality burn. And then finally, for aesthetic design, I feel like it's intentional. It's relevant. It makes me think of rain when I look at mushrooms and ferns. And I also think it's a really clean, modern, stylish design. And I mentioned earlier that I really like the black lid that accents some of those colors in the label. In conclusion, overall on a 4.0 scale, this candle receives a 3.5. I highly recommend it if you're interested in a really well-balanced, earthy bergamot scent that's not too cologne-y on hot. It actually really mellowed out and balanced on hot. Or if you're looking to try the new odor eliminating line from Goose Creek. That wraps up my review of Cool Raindrops. I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you did, please hit the subscribe button or the thumbs up, and feel free to leave me a comment if you've bought this candle or you have any questions about its burn or its scent. Feel free to leave those below and I will answer them for you. Thanks, y'all.